one of the great stories I like to share is that anyone play golf here?
Anybody?
You might see Jim Nance.
You.
You might see Jim Nance on CBS at the Masters. Well, when he was in college, him and his college roommate, who was a golfer as well, he wanted to be a pro and win the Masters. Jim Nance wanted to interview him after winning the Masters. They actually rehearsed it every single day, visualizing, rehearsing it as if. 14 years later, that picture came true. And when they realized it came true, these two grown men burst into tears and hugged each other because they knew what exactly had happened. So that law of gender is, they kept on to that picture. We all are thinking in pictures right now. Like Dr. Shaw made me think about Snickers because he said something about satisfying your hunger. We think in pictures, and if I ask you to think of the car you came in, you get a picture of the car, don't you? And if you think of your house you live in, you get a picture of that on the screen of your mind. But if I ask you to think of what your goal is for 2007, if you don't have a picture, you're going to experience some confusion. And the great Dr. Maltz, he said that we act, we feel, and we behave according to the image we hold in our minds. So if you don't have a clear picture of what it is you want, well, then you're going to have a hard time living your life on purpose.
And also, you cannot be sitting and standing at the same time.
No, you can't.
Is that right?
And like, we've all been told to think positively, but we want to think positively, invoke universal laws, and take right action. Like I saw a really nice-looking woman in the lobby earlier, and I'm thinking very positively that she's going to come talk to me. It's not going to really happen until I take the right action and go talk to her myself. So we have to take that right action. But when our thoughts, our feelings, and our actions are firing together, that's when we can create great results.
Very good. Do you have anything to show us?
No, if anyone stops back at the table in the back of the room, I'd love to show you just a diagram that we use when we teach people how their mind works, because 70% of this audience is a visual learner. So if I'm going to explain to you how your mind, your conscious mind, your subconscious mind is working without a picture, I'm going to leave 70% of you in the dark, and I don't want to do that. So if you step, in the back of the room, we have those secret DVDs, and I'd like to show you how your mind really works.
I was under the impression that you were going to show it on the projector, but I think that we had some technical difficulties. With the rain coming in, the band got moved. So you're not going to show it here on the stage.
I can do it I can probably do it if you like.
Please.
Sure.
Thank you.
So like I said, we all think in pictures. You want to get a really clear picture of what it is that you want in your life. The clearer the picture, the faster you're going to be moving towards it. And a lot of times creating a vision board is a way you can really get clearer as to what you want. And this picture of the mind is the one that we use to graphically illustrate how your mind works. This was developed in the 1930s by Dr. Truman Fleet. He was the founder of the concept therapy movement. And there's just really two main parts of this mind that I want to talk about, the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Now, you'll notice that you've probably never seen anyone that looks like this, right, with such a big head. But we're trying to graphically illustrate that you are a mind first with a body, not a body with a mind. And I think Dr. Wayne Dyer says it better than me. He says, you're not a human with a having an experiential experience. You're a spiritual being having a human experience. So we have this conscious mind, and when I was coming here today, I was thinking about what tie to wear. That's where I'm using my conscious mind. You can choose any thought there. That's our thinking mind, and our subconscious mind is really our emotional mind. That's where Dr. Maxwell Maltz says, we act, we think, and we feel. Now, a lot of people, if they don't have a clear picture of what they want in their life, they wonder why they're frustrated all the time. They get the same results over and over again. You have to change that picture on the inside before your results on the outside are going to change. Now, you choose any thought that you want. My little schnauzer comes pre-programmed. He relies on instinct. My dad's a veterinarian. He's told me he's never seen a dog stand up on its hind legs and say, I don't want to be a dog anymore. It just is not going to happen. But we have the choice to choose anything we want all the time. That's what separates us from all the other animals in the kingdom. There's a great play called The Secret of Freedom. And Archibald MacLeish had a character stand up in the play, and he said, the only thing about a man that is a man is his mind. Everything else you can find in a pig or a horse. So we really want to use this mind here. So you choose your thoughts. Your thoughts cause your feelings. Your feelings have to be expressed through the only medium which they can be, your body. Your body produces your results. Now, if you're always focusing on your results, complaining about them, dwelling upon them, you're only going to recreate more of the same. So you have to somehow stop that cycle. You have to get that image inside of you. Now this is what I call the law of attraction in action. Your conscious mind, you can choose any picture that you want, any dream that you want. As you impress it upon your subconscious mind, you're going to start a new feeling inside there. And that feeling is going to take over your body. You're going to have a new vibration. We call it passion. You're going to take new actions that you haven't done before. And then you're going to start to attract new things into your life.
Can I just ask you something?
Sure.
How do you break up those old patterns and those old programmings? That's the difficulty that a lot of people are in the midst of.
Yeah, if you look at this picture here, Dr. Shaw actually hit on it already. He said that, we have these physical senses, see, hear, smell, taste, or touch. My dog has these physical senses. But we also have higher intellectual faculties that separates us from our pets. But most people, Maria, are allowing those physical senses to control the way they think. And they always ask everyone else what their opinion on things are, or, do you think I can do it? Do you think I can? Approval.
Approval.
So they have to develop these, they're like antennae. Like he said, we see the image on the advertisement, then we eat the ice cream. That's the way most of us, we don't really think. Dr. Ken McFarland said that 2% of the population thinks, 3% of the population thinks they think, and 95% of the population would rather die than think. Most people really don't want to do the thinking.
And also, we think automatically. And right, that's why we think, why are these things happening to us, like a car crash or whatever, because we are on automatic pilot. Is that true?
Yeah, we're on automatic pilot. It's like a minimized computer program. It's in the background, but it's still playing, but it's in the background. So we need to get inside our subconscious mind and change it. So this is what separates us from our pets. And has anyone read Think and Grow Rich here? Napoleon Hill talked about these intellectual faculties, and that's what separated those great men in that book from, everyday people. They developed those intellectual faculties. You want to use the physical senses sparingly when you're crossing the highway. You don't want to get hit by a moving, a car. But the higher faculties we can develop, like intuition, which I need work on. Does anyone have any questions about?
Anybody has any questions for Kevin? Oh, she wants to know if you're a doctor.
Am I a doctor? No, I'm not a doctor. I'm a doctor basically on this material. If you can tell me what you want, I can really show you how to get it. That's what I specialize in. And if anyone saw like The Secret on Oprah, you'll see how people, created vision boards and took right action towards fulfilling those pictures, and they really did come true.
Can I just ask, excuse me, can I just ask, did anybody see The Secret on Oprah? Did anybody here see it? Thank you. Larry King? Anybody? Bob Proctor? Thank you.
And The Secret's in so many books, and so many other teachers are teaching The Secret, and it's been around for so many years. So it's funny, it's still called The Secret. A lot of people are unconsciously using it, and now we're becoming more conscious of it. So I think that's what's changing. And I noticed that families are starting to create shifting from television time, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in a row, to actually spending a little bit of time in self-development, which is a big shift. Turn off the energy vampire, the TV, and actually studying.
And the computer.
And the computer, right. Instant Messenger. I was addicted to Instant Messenger for years.
I think people are more addicted to the computer than the television, actually. Because television has a lot of good, just like the computer does.
Right. Yeah, well, a show like this,
Yes, shows like this, Family Today, yes.